All right, let's talk about it. The ACT science section. Just saying it probably makes some of you shudder, right? It feels like this huge, scary monster. But what if I told you that the key to beating it has absolutely nothing to do with how much biology or chemistry you've memorized? What if the secret is something totally different? Let's get into it.
I mean, let's be real. The thought of trying to figure out these super complex experiments, reading these dense passages, all while a clock is ticking down, yeah, it can fill you with dread. And you're not alone in feeling that way. It's kind of designed to be intimidating.
But here's the thing, the big secret, really. You're probably thinking about it all wrong. The reason it feels so impossible is because you're coming at it from completely the wrong angle. Seriously, the biggest hurdle isn't what you know about science. It's your mindset.
Okay, so let's just blow this whole myth wide open, shall we? We're going to completely dismantle this idea that this is a test of everything you learned in biology, chemistry, and physics class. Because, spoiler alert, it's not.
So, on the one hand, you have what the ACT calls it, science reasoning. And yeah, that sounds super intimidating, right? But I want you to completely reframe that. Forget science reasoning. I want you to start thinking of it as technical reading. See the difference? One sounds like you need a PhD, and the other, well, the other sounds like a skill, something you can actually practice and get really good at.
All right, the big reveal. So what on earth is technical reading? Let's break down exactly what that means and why this one simple shift in how you see the test is going to be your key to unlocking a way higher score. Look, the test isn't asking you to remember the atomic weight of beryllium or, the formula for photosynthesis. No way. It's testing one thing. Can you look at charts? Can you look at graphs? And can you understand what they're telling you? That's it. It's basically a reading comprehension test that just happens to have a scientific theme. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. We know what this test really is. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. You got to know the playing field, right? To win any game, you have to understand the rules and the layout. And for the ACT science section, it is all about the numbers.
First up, you're going to be staring down 40 questions. And you've only got 35 minutes to do roll.
And that is the real challenge. I mean, if you do the math, that's less than 1 minute per question. Think about that. You have to read the passage, figure out the data, and pick an answer in under a minute. Speed is literally everything here.
So the test isn't just one big block of science stuff. It's broken down into 3 different types of passages. You've got your data representation passages. Those are mostly just charts and graphs. Then the biggest chunk, research summaries, which are, describing different experiments. And finally, you have conflicting viewpoints, which is basically 2 scientists arguing about something. Knowing which type of passage you're looking at is absolutely crucial for your strategy.
And here is your first huge pro tip, a real game changer. The passages are not in order of difficulty. This is so important. Those data representation passages, the ones that are basically just charts and graphs, they're often the easiest and fastest ones to get through. So whatever you do not just go in order. No, flip through the section, find these passages first, and lock in those easy points right away.
Okay, so our mindset is shifted. We know the layout of the playing field. Now for the big question. What do you actually do when you open that booklet and you're looking at a passage? Let's build your winning game plan, step by step. Step 1, skim the passage. I mean it. Do not get bogged down reading every single word. You just don't have the time. Your goal is just to get the general idea of what's going on. Step 2, your main focus should always be on the visuals, the charts, the graphs. That's where the answers are hiding in plain sight. And finally, if you land on one of those conflicting viewpoints passages, your only job, really, is to figure out what the 2 scientists are actually disagreeing about. That's it.
And when you're looking at those charts, I want you to have this little checklist running in your head. First, read all the labels. What's on the x-axis? What's on the y-axis? Super important. Next, identify the trends. Is the data going up? Is it going down? Then, quickly note the maximum and minimum values, the highest and lowest points. And lastly, look for connections. Does this graph relate to the other one? If you can just do those 4 things, you'll be amazed how often the answer just pops out at you.
Okay, now for my absolute favorite part. This is a powerful, simple little trick that's going to be your secret weapon when you get stuck. I love this one. So I want you to picture this. You're stuck on a question, and you're looking at the 4 answer choices, and you notice something. 2 of the choices are direct, total opposites of each other. Like one answer says the pressure will increase, and another one says the pressure will decrease. Well, here's the magic trick. When you see that, one of those two opposites is almost always the correct answer. Think about it. The people who make the test, they put that opposite choice in there on purpose to catch people who misread the graph. So what does that mean for you? It means you can immediately cross out the other two choices. Boom. Just like that, your odds go from 1 in 4 to a 50-50 shot. That's huge.
So let's bring it all home. It's not about what you know, it's about how you read. Stop thinking of this as a scary science test. Start seeing it for what it really is. It's a puzzle. It's a game. It's a test of your strategy and your ability to read carefully, not how much you memorize from a textbook. You've got the new mindset, you've got the game plan, and now you even have a secret weapon. So, the only question left is, are you ready to crack the code?